One of the most important aspects of any business today is getting the word out. And with so much competition, it's become increasingly more difficult to do. Traditional methods of creating promotional materials have become costly, labor-intensive, and also too slow. That's where Fuga Technologies come in. They've developed an innovative solution that will create promotional material for large businesses in minutes. And here to tell us more about it is Netanel Mohoni, CEO of Fuga Technologies. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us about Fuga. What exactly do you do?
Well, Fuga is a software as a service platform that helps retailers and ad agencies to create their promotion materials in minutes instead of hours. The idea is not so sexy like other startups that you see today, but it's pretty straightforward. Take the pain that the agencies have today and make it just easier. It's one platform, everyone are online. I'm not sure how the followers here are familiar with the product, with the process, but it really takes from hours to minutes, like fully automated.
So we'll get to the process and the technology behind it in a minute, but I'm curious, where did the idea come from for this?
Well, I'm the CEO for the last few months, but the idea came 10 years ago from the founders, Aviad Givon and another two guys that came from the industry, and they just was tired of the process and they thought about how to make it right. A lot of things in the process, a lot of ping pong between the producers and the studio and the end client, and they just wanted to save it. Most of the advertising that we see today, either if it's a print or online, like Facebook carousels, are mostly templated. Why use a lot of graphic designers to do the same work all the time? Well, Fuga believed that designers should be a designer and they need the freedom to create what they love, and all the things that can be templated, we do that. So basically what we do is to take each and every one in the organization and make them a professional, because editing just numbers, prices, images, logos, it's not something that a designer should do. The producer can do it online. We have one of our biggest clients is McCann, Tel Aviv, and they're just amazing to watch them do that. They have something to fix instead of go all of the dots, all the ping pongs between them and the studio and the clients. They do this just from the mobile, like in 2 minutes, and they have fixes. Amazing.
Well, for those who may not be familiar, can you walk us through the traditional process of promotional advertising?
Yeah. So, like every beginning, you have a brief, and the client say he wants something. The ad agency solve it by any brief that the creative team create for them. So after we solve the idea, the creative, to take it to produce it, it takes a lot of ping pong, a lot of people involved in the process, starting from the creative team to the studio, to the designers, back to the producer, go to the post-production process, which is another process itself. But in between these two dots of the line, you can find a lot of fixes, a lot of stuff that coming up because of changes of the last minute and stuff like that. And each and every time you have this, you have to go through the process from the beginning to approve everything, to go to back to the studio, do everything from the beginning.
So this is time-consuming and costly, I'm assuming. How does Fuga Technologies do it different?
Well, Fuga is a template-based platform. So what we really do is to take the promotions from the database or from the system that the client have. It can be even Excel file. And we just take it into the system, connecting to the image. We're connecting to the image bank of the client, and we migrate it into one template, and that's where the magic happens. So in any time you want to produce a promotion material, You just need to click, I want it now, and we collect all the data. It can be millions of promotions, and to produce it to any print, any social, any online advertising platform, and we just take everything from the database and create it like in
So you
8
create it
minutes.
instantly, and then it can go out to pretty much any platform that you want, whether
That's
it's
correct.
social media, print,
Yeah,
online,
that's
pretty
correct.
much
And
anything.
The critical issue is to go to print. Everyone that goes to print, even for a business card, it takes a lot of time, a lot of positioning and kerning and stuff like that. And Fuga does it like automatically, and anyone can be a designer.
Great. Netanel, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you very much.